Hey there everyone, Captain BEARDZ here, bringing you another 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross video. Let's get it. Alright guys, so I've been playing the game quite a bit. I know I did a characters fundamental guide where I went over everything on the character side of the game. Now I feel like I should go over a mission kind of fundamental guide just to give you guys kind of a an arrow on where to go for missions and stuff like that. As you can see, I am playing the horizontal version of the game, and in order to do this you have to use an emulator such as BlueStacks or LD Player or any of that, and then you can go ahead and get it done. But other than that, okay, so first things first guys, on the side right here you have this little page here. If you click this, it's gonna open up the page to all the missions that you currently have going. So blue is like side missions, so those are missions that you don't absolutely have to do, but you probably should do to hard up your stages. Red is just like those blue missions, except they're a little bit on the tougher side. Purple is something that the game wants you to do, but you don't absolutely have to do it, but you should do it because when you have a purple mission, usually like it wants me to UR my Gother and max his level, or UR him, and usually when it gives you a mission like this, it's pretty good because they're going to give you very good items, so you should do them. And also those characters that the characters they want you are not bad. Green is going to be, let's go ahead and click it, let it load here. Greens are your daily missions guys, so make sure you get these make sure you get them done, so that way you could just complete all your dailies. And plus it's really good rewards in here. You got an SSR XP potion there, an SSR box, which if you sell right now guys is a lot of money, a gem. So make sure you guys complete your dailies because they are worth it. You have a couple gems in here and a little good stuff in here, so complete your dailies, super worth it. Let's get out of this page though because I want to go after that. Yellow is the most important part because yellow is going to be your main missions, so follow your yellow missions to the heart. You can just click them pretty much, and then you can press the next one here and it'll take you over to your main missions. So make sure you guys are following your yellows. Now do note guys, with the yellow missions, let me go to the character page real quick. This Meliodas here, the free one that you're gonna get, him, obviously I have his outfit, and this bond right here, the other free one you're gonna get. Now this bond is the one that looks like hold on, wrong page. This bond is the one that looks like this, so that's the free one you're gonna get, right? You have to UR them and you have to get them to max level. That is part of the main story mission, so make sure you guys do that. Make sure you guys focus on them. Now a quick little side tip, you don't have to use them though, right? So a lot of people were like, oh yeah, you have to make sure this Meliodas is maxed out and blah 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 blah. Yes, you have to make sure this blue Meliodas is maxed out. So let me put on the outfit. He's gonna look like this. You have to make sure he's maxed out and stuff like that, but you don't have to use him if you have the other Meliodas, right? So even though the mission requires you to max him to UR and get him to 60, you can still use the green Meliodas, so understand that guys. And I'm pretty sure it works the same way with the other bonds too, so make sure you guys understand that. So now let's go over to the mission page here, this little page down here. So now let's explain all of this nonsense and jazz here, right? So the pig is pretty much all your little missions combined, and then you can click each one of these little worlds here, and that's pretty much going to give you like the hearts up here tell you, okay, this village is at this level. Obviously I have this one maxed out, but when you do more missions, right, you're gonna get a lot of gems guys. So make sure, even though if your hearts are maxed out, you're still doing these missions, so that way you can go ahead and get a lot more gems too, which is very worth it. So you can do some more missions here, and most of the missions are refreshed, so it's kind of a continuous thing that goes on. And same thing with the other villages too, so you can look at your hearts and where you're currently at in different missions and sides, just like that. So just in case if you want to work on certain things, I am gonna give you a little tip when we get into the world area to show you guys which equipment, if you're trying to grind certain pieces of equipment, or how to search for that. But back to the pig here. So the pig here, this top part is your main mission, right? So this little area, so you have this little thing here that says main mission, and these are the side missions, right? So this little area is telling you, okay, you click this, that's gonna take you to your main mission, which I accidentally clicked that, so it's gonna go ahead and take me over here. And yada yada yada, and I got my main mission right there. Right, so go back to this page. And then the bottom are the side missions, which obviously you click those, it's going to take you over to your side missions. Now, mid-center here is going to be your dailies, so make sure you get your dailies done. And then you got little character side missions here that you can get done, which is pretty cool. Obviously, I have that go through one, which once I max them out, I'm going to get that SSR piece there, which is very good because those are very hard to get, so I will be doing that. But yeah, daily missions right here. And then over here is going to be achievements, which you're gonna get done over time, so do not try to rush these. Just go with the flow with these rank ups, different missions completed and all that other jazz, and you'll get these done, guys. And then on the bottom here is, as you get these medals, it fills up this little bar and you're gonna start getting gems. Pretty good pile of gems, so it just keeps going up and up and up, and you get more and more gems. Alright, so let's go over to the world mission real quick. Alright, so I'm in the world mission here real quick. Let me go ahead and press a chapter real quick, and we're gonna go ahead and choose chapter 1, right? So now you have this little screen here. Now this can be very overwhelming because you're probably like, what in the world is going on? Obviously SP means SP missions, which means your little side missions there, which we'll go over in a second here. But first, let me show you what you want to do with the world missions. Go ahead and click this little chest that's all the way on your left side of your screen there. Click that, and it's going to show you this beautiful page right here. Now what this is going to tell you is that these areas on this map give certain equipments and certain items and stuff like that. So for instance, up here on this top left in this SP, obviously the pig going crazy, she's a little bit upset right now. She needs to stop crying a little bit here. But anyways, so these missions give different rewards. So over here I can grind out an SSR ring. Over here I can grind out an SSR wrist, SSR earrings up there, SSR necklace down here, a belt over here, and a different event mission right there. So pretty good to look at, especially if you need certain equipment. So say for instance, that gets really annoying and they should really change that. So say for instance, let's go over to my Elizabeth. Let's go over to her equipment here. Okay, so she needs earrings, right? So look at her earrings, and I'm like, man, I need some SSR earrings that are strike based, so sword based, whatever it's called. I always forget top one's called there. Then what I can do is go back to my world mission, and I can go over to chapter 1 because I know chapter 1 gives the strikes, right? So chapter 1 gives those strike equipments, and I can go to over this mission over here because those are going to give me earrings. So I click it, I go in it, and then I could choose, maybe I want to choose the hardest stage, and click the little box here, and boom, there I go. I have a 3% chance to get these SSR earrings, which is absolutely beautiful. So 27% chance on SRs and 3% on the SSRs. I know that's not a high chance, but still very, very worth it. Now I click here and see, okay, these are the opponents I'm fighting, so let me make sure I bring some greens and a blue to take care of the reds. So that's pretty much what the world mission is. Now, little side tip again here is that certain areas give certain equipments. So for instance, these are going to give these strike equipments, right? Now, which give attack increase. Now, if I go back to my chapter and press chapter 2, it will take me here. And I still have that thing on, so if I turn it off, it's going to look like this. But if I turn it on, boom, now I can see, oh, this is how I grind out defense equipment. So now I can sit in this stage here and just grind out some defense equipments, right? So obviously if I do this one over here, I'm not going to get no equipments. Boom, I can grind out defense earrings over here, a necklace, a belt, and so on and so forth. So this is how you're going to grind out your equipment, guys, for different missions. Do make sure, you got to understand though, you might have to hard up your world though. So if I click this belt over here, show you guys something real quick. If I click this belt, go into the mission here, as you can see, my my building, my town level is not level 4, so I'm not going to be able to do the normal and hard stage, which does suck. And that also means, since I can't do a normal hard stage, I can't get the SSR belt just yet. So do understand that, guys, that you do have to work your town levels if you do want to farm up SSR equipment for all the different types of equipments, guys. So make sure you are grinding your town hall missions. Now let's go back to the little lodge here, and now it's SP missions. Can't talk this morning. So SP missions. So you got this 7 deadly sins thing at the top here that if you click, is going to take you over to this page here. This is pretty much telling you event missions and different things like that. This page here is like the news page, pretty much tell you everything that's going on. Then the next page right here, this is your missions page. So you can actually see, click the little icon here, you can see when the events are going to end, when they started, blah, 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 blah. But if you want to go into the stages, you can go ahead and click the arrow, and it's going to take you over to the stages where you can do these event missions specifically. All right. Some of the event missions you might not have access to because you might need certain characters. Like for instance, you have to have this Merlin, the pulled Merlin or whatever. So with this Elizabeth, if I go over to it here, as you can see, I got it done because I did get the Elizabeth. And then you can click this little icon here to see what you have to do on the top here for different missions and stuff like that. And obviously use Google Translate or any of your translator apps to see exactly what you have to do, because some of these missions are not just beat the stage. Some of them are like, for instance, I'm going to tell you guys right now, this Elizabeth one was use like 10 heals. So you have to use 10 heals before you beat the mission. So a little bit on the difficult side, but it's nothing too crazy. And same thing with these other missions here. And then this page here is your PvP missions. So pretty much where you would go to get your PvP missions done. So that's pretty much it for that. So going back here, so the SP stages and the missions here, so this has a reset every day. This, you want to make sure you do these. It's 3 times a day. Make sure you grind them out depending on what you need, guys. If you need gold, grind out this stage here. If you need, I could probably do that now. If you need books, grind out this stage here. You can look at the different rewards you're going to get too. So high chance, 10% chance on this stuff here, and 88% chance on this stuff here. And do complete, like if you are strong enough, make sure you complete each 3rd stage, so that way you're guaranteed one of these, each of those stages, which is very, very good. Which one do I personally grind out? Usually I grind out the XP potions, because farming XP for characters in missions is not good. It's really bad. It's very bad. The only efficient way to level up characters is really with XP potions, so that's why I like to do the XP potion one a lot. But if you are low on gold, the gold one is super worth it. It's actually really good too. So that's where you would do those missions there. And yeah, get those done. It's 3 times a day, so make sure you guys do that. This down here is another stage where you can farm this UR box or SSR box here. Very, very good. It's worth a lot. So make sure you do that when it does come up. It does have a pretty long cooldown. Like now we got 20 hours left for that. And then you got your other missions here too. So make sure you guys are doing these. These are part of your dailies, because if you click them and then you see this little green icon here, that means that's a daily mission, and you just have to do it 3 times a day. Now this does not mean you have to do all of these missions 3 times each. No. It just means choose one of these missions, probably the hardest one, which is the top one here. Do it 3 times, and then boom, you're done with that daily, and you can move on. So same thing with this side here. You can do it either side. So make sure you guys get that done, because that is part of your daily missions. Anyways, I hope that helped you guys with the mission fundamentals and pretty much grinding up equipment and stuff like that, because you guys never know what these missions and stuff like that. Now if you do get lost, if you do click on a mission and you kind of get trapped or a little bit stuck, the Reddit is always helping. Google Translate, there's a bunch of translation apps. I use one personally that helps tremendously. So make sure that you guys don't just quit the game because you get stuck. You know, seek help. There is a huge community for this game already, so make sure you guys check out the Reddit, because there's a lot of cool people on the Reddit that can help you out. Other than that, guys, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, stay positive. Peace out.